to hear the rest, but I have heard many signals that there is not unanimous consent for that motion. I thank the member for Portneuf-Jacques-Cartier.
Is now the member on rising on a point of order, the member from Elmwood, Transcona.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker. Following the question from the member for Winnipeg Centre, you commented on the use of mock titles, and I would remind you, Mr. Speaker, that NDP-Liberal government or Liberal-NDP coalition is also a mock title. If you need evidence, we now have the same members coining a term, Liberal-separatist coalition. They didn't call it a coalition when they voted with the Liberals on M79. They're raising the question of confidence.
I would like to thank the member from Elmwood Transcona for raising this issue. I think it's an important issue to clarify for all members who are here. When a member of Parliament, an individual, is referred to in a way that has a mock title or a mock name or mocking the name of the riding, that is considered unparliamentary. When it's referring to the party or to the group, as much as I personally don't find it very helpful, it has been the tradition of this place to allow those comments which are not directed towards an individual member to be considered acceptable in this House. I would like to take this opportunity, however, to please remind all members that to ensure that there is decorum in the House, as well as to show a fundamental respect that all members and that all parties, which are just composed of members, I ask you to please exercise great restraint when you're referring in a way to a group of folks in a tone that could be interpreted as being mocking. On a point of order, I see the honourable member for Kitchener Centre rising to the feet. The honourable member.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker. Seeking your clarification on the same point of order, I believe the member for Elmwood Transcona both spoke to mock names, but also use of terms like coalition. For example, today, this talk of a Liberal bloc coalition when they voted together. For example, yesterday, the NDP voted with the Conservatives. Is that a new coalition? And are we going to be allowed to use the word coalition when two parties simply vote the same way? I'd appreciate your clarification. Thank you.
I'd like to thank the member from Kitchener Centre for this. And matter of fact, this issue was raised by the member for New Westminster Burnaby last week. The chair is currently considering this matter, and I will be coming back to members in the days to follow. Order. Order. I'm going to recognize the member from Lakeland, but I'm going to ask the member of Lakeland to please quote the point of order, or to try to make it very brief so that we can move on to the business of this House. The honourable member from Lakeland on a point of order.
Thanks, Mr. Speaker. Of course, you know, I'm the type of person who has a hard time saying hello in a minute, so I'll try to do this efficiently.